So I mean, 200 bucks for a capture card. I mean, that's not too bad of a deal. And then so much for a mic. But I work, I work a lot. So 200 bucks, it's something I like to do. So I see it worth the money for me. So I have no problem with that. But like I said, not everyone can afford it. And it looks like the Call of Duty is pretty much just trying to make it easier for people, save them some money. Now Black Magic and all those capture card companies probably ain't too fond of that, because Call of Duty is probably the biggest game that capture cards are used for. And if they enable people to do it online, if it turns out to be really good, they're going to lose some sales in capture cards. But I'm sure it won't affect them horribly. But so you gamers that want to be commentators but just don't have the money or something like that, you'll be able to do it online. From the sounds of it. Now, I'm not positive on any of this. Like I said, information just came out a day ago, and everything's still kind of, they're not going into very much detail here. They're just kind of just giving us a little hint of how it's going to be. But that's pretty much what they're hinting towards, and they kind of did a little bit in Call of Duty Black Ops. Not so much, but you were able with the theater mode and be able to put your video on your little file share. But hopefully they extend that for Modern Warfare 3 here. So that's pretty much what's going on with the Elite subscription service. I'm a big Call of Duty gamer, so most likely, unless it's like 10 bucks a month or something, which they say will be under 8, I'll probably end up paying it, as long as it's worth my while. If I don't, if all I get out of it is access to tools on their website to edit videos and get them off their website that I played, because for people who don't have a capture card, that's not worth my money, because I have a capture card. I'm doing just fine with this, and I do not need those extra tools that they have to offer for a fee. Now, they said the DLC is going to be on there, so you people who always get the new DLC map packs like I do, that's really going to suck you in. Now, one of the things I could see is this can bring in a lot of Call of Duty players. It can also push away a lot of Call of Duty players. I think a lot of people didn't kind of misunderstood it at first and thought it was going to be a required subscription, because I saw a lot of people saying, I'm going to quit Call of Duty now, that I have to pay this extra amount, and I'm switching to Battlefield. Well, you can still pay or still play for free. They're not taking that away from you. I think they're smart in doing that, because if they completely took away the free multiplayer of Call of Duty, you would lose a lot of players, because there's not everyone's a die-hard Call of Duty player that is willing to pay or can even afford that extra amount a month to play Call of Duty online. Especially Battlefield 3 looking to be a big hit, people just be like, what, Battlefield 3, I could play it online for free. So I'm just going to switch to Battlefield 3 and not even bother with Call of Duty. So I think they're at least still smart in deciding, not to make it a mandatory charge, and pretty much allowing the person to have that option. Like I said with PSN, it's not mandatory, but if you do it, you get a lot extra perks. Now, if they make it worth your while like PSN did, then I can see myself and a lot of other people paying the money, and I think that will give them a better rate of people buying it compared to if you just get editing tools. I mean, for the time, it might be great for people who don't have capture cards, but if you add that up over time, I mean, it'll take you a very, very long time for $3 to turn into $100. But it adds up, it does add up. Especially, my capture card is HDMI. It's going to last me a very, very long time until HDMI gets put off the market, which I do not see that happening anytime soon, because HDMI is the best there is right now, and I really do not see that going away. But this pretty much wraps up my Call of Duty Elite subscription service. I just really wanted to talk about it a little bit, kind of give you guys information on what's going on. I know a lot of other commentators are talking about it as well, so I pretty much figured I'd give my point of view on it, and just inform you guys a little bit more, because a lot of people were not covering the fact that it is optional and not mandatory that you paid the subscription fee, which was causing a lot of people to get angry with the developers of Call of Duty, and really changing their mind about buying the game. So for you guys who love Call of Duty but just don't want to pay money, there's still the free service for you guys. You guys are just going to be shorted out of some extra features that the people who pay get. Hopefully you could still buy your DLC packs for $15 or whatever, and they're not going to require that you have a 1-year subscription service with Call of Duty or whatever to go get it. So hopefully they're smart about it and they don't get real stupid with this and get money hungry, because that's when a lot of problems start up, and that's what shoo people away. Like games now are starting to have that where you have to, if you buy new or used, you get that little code with the game and you put that in for your multiplayer, and then if somebody goes and buys it used, they have to go buy another code. That I do not like that. I know companies are trying to get every dime out of us they can, but I really hope companies don't start doing that, because that is really pushing me away from buying used, and I hope Call of Duty doesn't fall into that. But if they're getting money hungry for a little bit extra, subscriptions and a little monthly fee, I can't even imagine what else they have in store. Especially, it's just the beginning. The economy's down a little bit. I mean, maybe people aren't buying Call of Duty games like they used to. Maybe it's just because Call of Duty really hasn't done much changing to the games. There hasn't been too many big changes, and that really just needs to be taken care of, and maybe that will help them out. But I don't know. It could not. So we will just have to wait and see, I guess. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It's just my opinion on it. Don't get mad about what I have to say about it, but I'm just kind of speaking what I think. So have a great day, guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.